How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is still Sam, and still also known as Ruby T, and I'm still playing in the VBA. And this is week 6. We are currently 5-0 in the VBA at the moment, which is good. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that might come to an end this week. We're up against the Detroit Dragonites, who are a very good team. Very scary team. I haven't done a team rundown yet because I've not got much time, and I'm having various issues this week, unfortunately, which is not great. Everyone in the VBA and my opponent in particular has been very patient with me, and I really appreciate it. I've got big issues with my internet. I don't know if my Switch will stick around for the whole game. I hope it will. I'm having issues with my audio because my wonderful girlfriend bought me an amazing new headset microphone, but my old capture card doesn't fit in at the same time as the headphones, and so I haven't got great audio. But what can we do? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear the game. I can't hear the game. I can hear me, but only because I'm me. So there we go. Anyway, if you haven't already, by the way, subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff. And we'll see how we go. So as you can see, just up there, hopefully, that's the team we're bringing this week. It's Tornadus, Rotom-H, Mimikyu, Ninetales, G-Max Venusaur, and the Whiscash. My opponent has got a really scary team, in particular the big four that he's picked up: Landorus, Therian, Dragapult, Cinderace, G-Max, and Amoonguss. Big points to me for being a huge idiot. I didn't know that Cinderace's special move, the G-Max Fireball, I didn't know that goes through abilities. So not until last night when I was practicing for this battle. So that's good. That's good to know. Glad I found out then and not now, but there we go. We are finally bringing the Sun this week. Sun is really handy. It helps to deal with Amoonguss. Helps put me faster. My opponent has run Choice Scarf Landorus a few times, and so hopefully Venusaur should outspeed Choice Scarf Landorus, which should also outspeed Dragapult. Okay, we're going to decide the rules. That's fine. I'll decide. No problem. Yeah, so hopefully that will work for us. We've also gone for the special Whiscash this week, which is pretty cool. We don't usually have special Whiscash, so I think this is the right team. Yeah, with the Life Orb, Charty Berry on the Tornadus, Wide Lens on the Venusaur for the Sleep Powders, Leftovers Rotom, Choice Scarf, Ninetales, and a White Herb Mimikyu because I don't want to get intimidated and lose any attack because of how the calcs are done. We have it on random, we have our best suit on, and we are ready to go. Good luck to Audio, my opponent today. And again, thanks so much for being really good with me this week when things have been pretty tough. All right, so he has got the Dragapult, Cinderace, Landorus, Amoonguss, the Raichu, and the Vaporeon. So that is kind of what we expected. I don't know how this is going to go. In truth, this is going to be the hardest week yet. I think our teams match up, I think, really well in his favour. This is kind of what we prepped for. So the idea is going to be that we are able to, if he leads Amoonguss, we can Sleep Powder whichever comes out with Amoonguss. If he leads the Raichu, obviously with the Fake Out, we'll do a switch. We'll probably have to switch around a little bit. We tried out a few different things this week, including the Togedemaru for Fake Outs, the Landorus, offensive Landorus leads and stuff, and nothing worked. Really, I tried a lot this week and it just didn't work. I mean, you can't always have a good matchup all the time. We're currently 5-0. I can't complain. But we'll see. Good luck to Audio. Have fun and let's hope for a good match. Cool lead card. Really cool lead card, I think. All right, let's see what he's leading off with. Interested to see what he's bringing. I'm gonna guess Raichu something would be my Raichu and Amoonguss. Okay, that's interesting. I did not prep for Raichu and Amoonguss. All right, who can we accept going to sleep? That's the question. Or do we just let Ninetales go to sleep and we start putting things to sleep ourselves? So I think we're going to put Raichu to sleep here, and we're going to Flamethrower into the Amoonguss slot, and that way we're going to learn how the Amoonguss is trained. So if he's max HP without special defense investment, then we will OHKO it with the Flamethrower. If not, we won't. But I think the odds are we're going to get faked out and spored into the into the Ninetales here. But we'll see. I think this is a safe turn 1, especially in terms of information gathering. I think it's a pretty decent turn. So the bonuses are, in this situation, the bonuses are that he can't spoil the Venusaur, which is obviously fantastic. Okay, so we get the Sleep Powder off on the Raichu. He doesn't fake out, so that's nice. That's a really nice start, and we'll see how this Amoonguss is trained. We go for the Flamethrower. I'm expecting probably 3/4 of its health. Oh, it's so close. Okay, and it's the Wiki Berry. I'm going to guess the Wiki Berry. I think we're going to get put to sleep here. But that's okay if we do. That's okay. Yep, so Spore into the Ninetales. That's fine. We can deal with that. We have probably given away now that we're Scarfed, but that's not the end of the world. So, alright, what we can do now is, do we want to take KOs? That's the question. We can't switch out the Venusaur because we need Venusaur in to deal with any Sleep Powder shenanigans. He could switch in the Landorus onto the Raichu slot here. If he does, that's fine. We're kind of just buying turns now for our Ninetales to wake up. It's good to know that that doesn't KO the Amoonguss. We do know for next... Okay, so Amoonguss protects. So he's just kind of hoping that Raichu wakes up, I guess. We're going to get the Earth Power off into Raichu. We'll find out if it's Focus Sash. I'm going to guess it probably is. Or maybe Assault Vest. Either way. Yeah, Ninetales asleep. Raichu asleep too. Yeah, Raichu's asleep too. But that's okay. Now, the question is, do we want to get some damage off on the Amoonguss? Probably not. We probably want to just go for damage on the Raichu. Yeah, because we're still full health on the Ninetales here, which is nice. And if we get a 1-turn sleep, that'll be even better. I mean, that would be obviously a lot of luck. But hey, you never know. He could switch Raichu into the Landorus here. No, he instead withdraws Amoonguss into Cinderace. Okay, that's not too bad. We'll take out the Raichu, which isn't the end of the world either. We'll find out what's going on with this Cinderace as well. We wake up. This will do some decent damage still to this Cinderace, even though it's obviously not very effective. That will do some nice damage. So that's really good for us. Okay, right. This leaves us in a situation now where we could potentially pick up a KO onto this Cinderace here. If I max the Venusaur, we definitely pick up a KO. But obviously, how many turns of Sun have we got left? 2 turns of Sun. So I could max the Venusaur here. If it's Choice Scarf Cinderace, then obviously that's bad. But I think, again, for the purposes of gaining some information, let's go for the Earth Power into the Cinderace, and let's go for the Flamethrower into the Amoonguss, and see if we can pick up some KOs. There's no point letting off on the pressure. Okay, Rage Powder from the Amoonguss. That's obviously not going to affect the Venusaur. So we'll get the Earth Power off. It might be the Assault Vest Cinderace. He has run that in the past. If it is, we probably won't know that anyway because we're going to pick up the KO, so that's nice. And good old Ninetales picks herself up a KO as well. So this is a really nice start for us here. Really good start. Ideally, depending on what his last Pokemon is, we don't reveal any other information. Okay, it is the Landorus. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to reveal that? So here's an interesting piece of information. Depending on how the Landorus is trained, the G-Max Vine Lash plus so the actual damage from the Vine Lash itself plus the added damage from its effect will KO the Landorus. So, but I think for the purposes of this battle, there's no need for us to reveal that sort of information. Let's max the Ninetales here, and max guard. No, that's silly. Let's sleep powder and go for damage. Or do I want to preserve the sun? It's one of those things you don't want to mess around with this too much. Let's not mess around at all. Let's take some KOs onto this Landorus if we can. Let's see if we can get some damage. I mean, one way or the other, he's not going to be able to take loads of damage. He's not going to be able to take 2 attacks from us, I don't think. If we can get the grass move off, the vine lash off, that would be really, really nice. We'll see. Excuse me for having a drink. Normally I try and do that, but I'm really, really thirsty today. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm guessing he's going to max the Landorus. There's no reason he shouldn't. It's right at the end of the match. I'd be really, really happy, very, very happy if we can get through this without revealing what we've got in the back. Because obviously Whiscash deals really well with this Landorus, with the Life Orb, Ice Attack. He's always going to pick up KOs, which is pretty nice. He could max guard here. No, he doesn't max guard. I'm guessing it's probably Scarf Landorus again. Or it's bulkier Landorus. Oh no, it's not bulkier Landorus. What we're talking about is just maxed. So we get the flamethrower off. This will do some nice damage too. And the Rockfall, that's fine. We figured he's probably going to have Rockfall into the Ninetales. So that's good to know. What that means is, next time round, we obviously won't. If he has the Landorus in, we'll expect a max from the Landorus, and we'll switch out the Ninetales. Does this do enough? No, not quite. Okay. Right. So, who do we not want to reveal? I feel like we don't want to reveal Mimikyu here. I feel like we really, really don't want to reveal Mimikyu, but at the same time, I think that guarantees the win because obviously we can Shadow Sneak. There is a way if we go into Whiscash, and then I don't want to give away information on the Whiscash that it's a special Whiscash, obviously, because why would I want to do that? We're just going to max guard and Shadow Sneak. Do I want to reveal max guard? Yeah, he knows how to sleep powder, so he can just assume it's off of the sleep powder. Yeah, so we'll take the KO. So we take the first game 3-1, which is nice. Now it's time to focus for the second game because obviously he's probably going to make a change up. One good piece of information is this. We now know he will think that we obviously have the flamethrower and we can't KO the Amoonguss with that in one shot. But yeah, I'll take the lead card, sure. GG, I'll just give some GG. He will think that we can't take it out in one shot, but the reason we packed Overheat as well is in case that scenario happened. So, good luck, have fun. Yeah, that's why we put Overheat on as well. Had considered various other moves, but Overheat in the sun pretty much always KOs Amoonguss unless it's max HP, max special defense, and max special defense nature, I think. So, yeah, we'll see. We've also got some other tricks we can use if he doesn't bring the Amoonguss. So we're going to go for the same lead again. Like this. And we're going to bring the same in the back again. Although part of me feels like he may bring the Vaporeon. Will you bring Vaporeon to a Venusaur fight? Probably not. Let's go for our same team again. Rather than mess around too much. We know that we outspeed Landorus. Which is good because we Dynamaxed first. So, if I'm right, the Choice Scarf is still active as you Dynamax, and then after you are Dynamax, the Choice Scarf isn't there anymore. Or it's not Choice Scarf, and we're just outspeed anyway. My guess is that Dragapult's going to come along this time, which it may do. If it does, so be it. What we need to try and do this time is if he brings the Landorus early, assume the switch, assume the Rockfall into the Ninetales is gonna be coming. Because if the Rockfall into the Ninetales is coming, we want to make sure that we switch out so that we can bring the Sun back in. Because whether or not Ninetales is picking up KOs, I didn't expect it to pick up any, it did, which is nice. But whether or not it's picking up KOs, we needed to bring the Sun. So good luck, have fun to audio. Let's hope we can take this one. It'd be really, really awesome if we could. But we'll see. We'll see. There's always game 3. We've got some good information out of that game. He's probably got some too, but you know. Okay, so it's Raichu, Landorus. Raichu and Landorus. That's okay. So, I had a theory for this particular matchup about how we can deal with it. So, here is that theory. I am guessing what's going to happen here is a Rockfall into the Ninetales, which means he will fake out the Venusaur. That is my thinking. So the Venusaur goes into Mimikyu, so the Fake Out doesn't do any damage, doesn't break my disguise. Okay, still with me? Still with me. Good. The Ninetales goes out into the Whiscash because the Whiscash will be able to max and take out the Landorus next turn, and the Raichu can't really touch it. In fact, it can't touch it at all. So there is the plan. It's a double switch. It's bold. It's untested, and it's very bold, but it might just work. If the Fake Out goes into the Mimikyu, the Rockfall goes into the Whiscash. The Whiscash will take a lot of damage, even though it won't be very effective. However, it might just save us. So I'm guessing Max Landorus, okay? Because he wants to Rockfall, because he wants to get rid of that Sunshine. Who can blame him? It's very warm. I don't know how much. I don't know how much we take from this. The other thing is here, it could be an Airstream into the Mimikyu slot, which if it is, it is. You know, well, can't really do too much about that. So Fake Out goes into Mimikyu, great. Rockfall goes into, I'm gonna guess the Ninetales slot. Yeah, into the Whiscash. So that's really, really good. That's about as good as we could have hoped for on this turn. Okay, so right. The next thing we're gonna do here, is we are going to Swords Dance with the Mimikyu, and we're going to max the Whiscash, because I don't think he can KO and max Whiscash, whatever he does. I don't know. Does Landorus get a grass move? Does anyone know if Landorus gets a grass move? Not a physical one, anyway, surely. It's going to be Rockfall. I mean, I'm sure my prepping partner would have brought a grass move against me. If it did. He's normally pretty thorough. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. This could go badly. I mean, we're going to Swords Dance because if he ignores the Mimikyu, like if he totally ignores the Mimikyu, then, you know, fantastic. The other thing he could do is attack into the Mimikyu with the Raichu and then knock it out with Landorus. If it does, we'll get a nice attack off, so that's pretty good. Raichu nuzzles. So, nuzzles into the Mimikyu. Breaks my disguise, so he may be going into the Mimikyu now. Which if he does, again, that's not the end of the world. What's coming out here? Max Quake. Okay, so that's not great for us because it's going to boost his special defense. Okay, but it's into the Whiscash, so that's all right. I think the Max Hailstorm, whatever it's called, will do a good chunk. I'm not certain. Yeah, does a great chunk. Is that a crit after the special defense boost, or is it just does so much damage? Yeah, it is a crit. That's unlucky because I think the Landorus probably survives that. Otherwise, in truth, it probably does survive that. So I don't know because it is Life Orb and I'm max special attack modest. But Whiscash isn't exactly known for its huge special attack. We get the Swords Dance off, so that's nice at least. We can start firing off Shadow Sneaks now. We have control of the weather for Venusaur to come back in later. So we're in pretty decent shape. I think we need to make sure that we stay smart and we play it well. And obviously we're still kind of at the mercy of paralysis. Dragapult can do damage to us, of course. Okay, so maybe then in this situation what we do is we Shadow Sneak the Dragapult, try and get some damage onto it. And assuming he's not going to Dragon Move, right? Yeah, he could Dragon Move. Let's go for a Quake into the Raichu in case he decides to Phantom Force. Otherwise, we're just wasting a max turn. Let's see where he goes with this. We've obviously still got our Venusaur and Ninetales in the back, which is really good. Ah, damn. Okay, well that's fine. Yep, he does Phantom Force. Okay, so that's not the end of the world. Let's see what the Raichu's going to do. If Volt switches into Cinderace. If it goes into Cinderace, that would be really nice for us. Let's see. Yeah, it does go into Cinderace. So we made the right call with the Max Quake. Even though I couldn't get all my thoughts out quite properly, we made the correct call with the Max Quake here. This should KO. Yeah, Good. Very nice. So now is an interesting thing, right? So Phantom Force is going to come out, right? And whatever happens, Phantom Force is going to be going first. And what that means is one of me goes down. Volt Switch will KO the Mimikyu. Phantom Force will KO the Mimikyu. Raichu has shown us Nuzzle. Has it even shown Fake Out yet? Yeah, it has. Nuzzle, Fake Out, and Volt Switch. I don't know what its last move is going to be, but I think the correct play here is, I'm guessing it's Assault Vested. So I think the correct play here is to Shadow Sneak the Raichu and then Hailstorm the Dragapult. I think that's just the best of both worlds. If we don't get paralyzed and we do take out the Raichu, that would be very, very handy. I think that's the best choice because Volt Switch might KO us. I'm not sure. I don't remember the exact damage count, so we'll see. Helping Hand. Okay, so we just gotta hope we're not paralyzed. Come on, Mimikyu. All right, nice. Will this KO? Awesome. Great. That's really nice. I'm guessing he's going to the Whiscash then. Yeah. Okay, Whiscash goes down. That's fine. We've still got a Shadow Sneak left in this Mimikyu if we're not paralyzed. And the Scarf on the Ninetales will mean... will that mean we outspeed or not? I'm not sure. But I think, barring some pretty bad stuff, we should be okay here. Let's see. So nice sunshine come out from the Ninetales. Lovely sunshine. But yeah, I think we should be okay. I'd be interested to know whether or not that crit mattered too much. We shall see. Regardless, let's burn this Dragapult. Okay, I think this might KO. If not, it'll come close. Okay, GG. GG's audio. Thank you so much for the games. Really enjoyed them. If that crit mattered, that kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Obviously, we did follow that up with our own paralysis, which wasn't very good. But hey, what can we do? We go to 6-0, which is really awesome. I'm really pleased. I think that's probably, touch wood, going to be enough for us to qualify. So, yeah, I'll give a game rundown after this. I'm going to do a few bits and bobs to make up for the time missed at the start and stuff. But yeah, all in all, really pleased. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in just a second. Hey guys, how's it going? So we yeah, finished the battle, and we took a 2-0, which means we are 6-0 on the season so far, which is really awesome. And I finally got to have Ninetales shine as the MVP. Really close games. With the Detroit Dragonites, really close, a lot closer than maybe they looked. I just chatted to Audio, and he seemed a bit down about it, but I think it was really close. And I mean, as you guys know from watching, I was sweating until kind of the last second. So, yeah, Ninetales is definitely the MVP this week, in my opinion. The Flamethrower does so much damage to both the Amoonguss and the Landorus in Game 1, and then in Game 2, allowing the baited switch to the Whiscash, and then to bring the Sun back into Venusaur right at the end was really awesome. It was, like I said, it was untested. I kind of thought about it. I was actually walking my dog earlier today, chatting to my girlfriend. And I said to her then, I was like, oh yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to bring Ninetales Venusaur today. And she said, oh cool, because Ninetales is a favourite. And then I just had this idea that maybe that would work. And it did, so I'm really pleased. Mimikyu also put in a huge amount of work in that game too. The Disguise coming in clutch, really nice. Venusaur put in good work as well. I didn't get to show off the Charm, which I thought would be really cool. I had Charm on the Venusaur for kind of like last gasp. You know, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna Charm kind of thing. I thought it'd be a bit of a cool tech. I didn't really need the poison move this week, so yeah, there was that on the Venusaur, which was nice. And the Whiscash obviously was special Whiscash, max special attack, modest Whiscash with a life orb. I'm gonna do that calc now for you, by the way. While we're talking, I'll just do it on my phone as to whether or not that crit mattered on the Landorus, because I truly don't know. My instinct is yes, because I know it's double super effective, but my instinct says that with the special defense boost especially, that that could well have mattered. And I'll let Audio know because he's a super nice dude. He's been really good all week. Like I said to you guys, I've had internet issues with whether or not I'm even going to be able to play the match. And I really want to say a big thank you to the guys who run the league and to Audio himself for helping to arrange this game. I mean, as it is, the game fell within the usual kind of time frame, but it may not have, and there may have been a situation where I wasn't able to play until next week sometime, and it would have been very easy, in my opinion, for Audio to be like, you know what, no, screw you, I'm gonna, I play the game, we play the game when I want to, kind of thing, within the rules. So, yeah, it was really good of him to not make a fuss. Right, okay. The +1, 4 HP Landorus, Dynamax, with +1 special defense. Yeah, only takes 72 to 86. So it was actually a little bit lucky that we crit that hailstorm. I think we would. Personally, I think we had enough to win the game still with the Pokemon in the back, but it did matter. So, and it's important, in my opinion, to understand when you get a bit lucky, understand when things go your way. And whilst we did have the paralysis on the Mimikyu later in that same game too, on the balance of luck, that one definitely went our way. So, yeah, in my opinion, it's important to understand that. The other guys we brought this week, by the way, we brought Tornadus with Icy Wind and Taunt, Air Slash, and Tailwind. For obvious reasons, really. It's a pretty simple one to understand. It had only 4 special attack investment, had big HP investment, speed investment, and the idea was that when you're up against a team with Dragapult and Landorus T, firing off Icy Winds, even without investment, is gonna do good stuff. Especially when we have the option of kind of Icy Wind followed by a Tailwind, making sure that we're going to outspeed. I thought maybe in the late game it'd be useful if our Sun plan didn't work out, but we didn't need to see him. And Rotom here, 180 for 20 minutes. Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, Protect. Whilst I really wanted the Overheat in the Sun, I put the leftovers on the Rotom, made him really bulky, and figured he could actually deal well in the Sun with the Vaporeon if the Vaporeon was part of his strategy. The Nasty Plot plus leftovers plus Protect kind of meant we got decent health back. We were always taking KOs after the Nasty Plot, again paired with Tornadus, sorry, what the hell am I talking about? Was kind of going to be really useful, so yeah. That puts us to 6-0, clear at the top. The H-Town Houndooms won this week. Spoilers, the H-Town Houndooms won this week, so they're 5-1. The next best records now, I think, after the Houndooms are 4-2. So it goes us at 6-0, the Houndooms at 5-1. Then I think it's the Clovers and the Binacles at 4-2. And then there's a whole host of guys at 3-3. So it's really, really competitive. One more win next week absolutely guarantees we qualify, but I think we are. I mean, I'm sure I could do the maths and go through all the matchups, etc., but I think we're qualified. I think that pretty much does it. If not totally mathematically, on the balance of all probability, I think it does it for us. So that's really cool. Really, really pleased to get through to the playoffs. Yeah, just really, really pleased with this week in general. Yeah, it's been pretty good. So, I hope you guys all had a really awesome Christmas. Let me know if you did or didn't in the comments or in the Discord if you're in the Discord, whatever. Up there, as you can see, I did something a little bit different with the layout this week. Let me know if you guys like that as well. Do you want that kind of thing? Do you want me to jazz it up a bit more? It's a bit more effort for me, but this isn't a bit more effort for me. This is nice and easy. But if you want it jazzed up a bit more, like my team, his team, and like blank out the Pokemon that aren't there and stuff, I could probably manage it. But if you're not that bothered, then I'll just stick to this. And maybe in the future we could do something like that. But there we go. Hopefully, I've waffled on about long enough to hide the match result, like the guaranteed game 2 win. I mean, I'm sure I could sing for you or something now, but I'm not going to. Thank you guys very, very, very much for watching. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel all year. It's been a kind of crazy 6 months, really, for me, in a lot of ways. And for everybody, let's be honest, it's been pretty mental this year. And one of the things that is really, really cool for me has been doing this YouTube channel. And I know it's really small compared to a lot of people's, but it's really, really fun and I really, really enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and being a part of that. And yeah, join my Discord, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitch and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.